This is what's wild in New Hampshire by a wildlife biologist, Eric Harper. Hey, look where I am. All right, what are we up? Where am I? Who are? What are we up to?
Hey, this is Billy Cornelius, the manager here at the New Hampshire State Forest Nursery. And right now, the next couple weeks here, we're in the middle of harvesting our balsam cone crop.
Nice.
For planting new seedlings. So
how many seedlings do you typically grow in a year?
We typically, at any time, we have 2 to 3 million seedlings growing in the ground.
Get out.
We sell about 250 to 350,000 seedlings a year.
Wow.
So
nice.
Yep. And so right now we're collecting the cones, and so
you have stock on property that you can go and you're not out chopping out somebody else's trees.
That's correct. Yeah, no, we have seed orchards that we grow specifically for harvesting and producing seed. And so what happens is on the cone years, we would top the trees, and you can see here, the cones here. And
they look sticky to me.
You gotta wear your gloves, and you'll go through a couple pairs of gloves in a season. So, but we'll be harvesting these cones here over the next couple weeks. We dry them out in a greenhouse so they'll release the seed. And then we go through a whole process of cleaning that seed and then storing it so that we can plant it in future years.
Nice. So, how many different varieties of cone producing plant? And look at the cones here. We have a truckload of
it's a
cones.
Pretty good year.
It's a good year for spruce anyways.
Yeah, good year for spruces, firs, and you probably noticed the white pines everywhere are just loaded with cones. So
what triggers them to be a good year? Any idea? Is there research in that?
No, I mean, it's, most cone trees produce every 2 to 5 years.
Okay.
They produce crops, and then,
nothing
every
particular
couple
triggers
one of those will just be a good year.
Okay.
Like the pines, it takes 2 years for those cones to develop.
Okay. How about on the spruce and fir here?
The spruces are a 1-year crop, so they'll develop those cones in 1 year.
All right.
Yep, and it's hard to say, whether it's just the right amount of moisture, that
or drought,
those really good crops.
Yep.
Right. Also, the drought could stress the trees,
make them want to get ready,
make them do a shock crop of cones. But
now, when you plant these seeds, will be planted this fall?
Some of these seeds will be planted this fall, and we'll collect enough seed that'll be able to last us a few years.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because of course the trees don't produce seed every
year, as you mentioned. Yeah, so you got to get them and
collect when we can.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they stay viable for 2 or 3 years?
That's correct. Yeah. So we'll actually dry the seed down and we'll store it in a big freezer.
Okay.
And we still have white spruce and white pine seed from the late 1980s that still plant.
That are still viable.
And it still grows great. So.
Wow.
Yep.
Now, I saw one of your workers down there doing something with some seeds. What was she doing down there? Looked like a cauldron of something going on there.
Yep. So it's also starting to be crops for berries. So arrowwood, elderberry is right around the corner here. And so we use
planting elderberries. This thing you used to get rid of.
Yep. But all those seeds we put through a machine with water and beat the pulp off the seeds.
Okay. So you can extract the seeds.
So that we can plant those. So. Yep. This time of year, late summer, early fall is one of our busiest times of the year where we're collecting a lot of seeds and there's a lot of seeds this year on a lot of different plants. So
there is. So this has been a good year. All the rain. We've been swimming, but the plants, my garden's doing great, everything else is, huh?
Yep, for sure.
A good berry crop.
Well, lots of good berries, lots of good cones. The acorns are a little bit of a miscrop, with the
how'd that freeze? Did that freeze affect things here as well?
It did, we did have the frost hit some of our seedlings, and we did lose some of our seedlings from that late frost. And
the May 8th, I think it was.
And it stunted some of the other ones, so we didn't get quite the growth that we wanted on some seedlings this year. So.
Okay, so it impacted even the growing trees.
Oh yeah,
the young trees.
It was impacted pretty widespread and.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, nice work here. I'll let you get back at it. Yeah, you got some work to do today. Look at that.
Yeah, nice sticky job.
Nice sticky job. But the day is improving.
Yep.
No rain today, so you got your work cut out for you. I can see.
Oh yeah.
Look at all the cones. You are cone rich today.
Cone rich, that's right. Yep.
All right, well, thank you very much. We appreciate the hard work up here at the State Nursery. It's been in operation a long time. We talked about it last time, since the early 1900s, right?
1910 is when
1910. So yeah, over 100 years of work here, providing the things that New Hampshire landowners like to grow.
That's right. That's right.
And good for our fish and good for our wildlife. So it'll be a good year for our cone-eating critters, so expect some red squirrels next summer.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, awesome. Very good. Thank you very much. This is wildlife biologist Eric Orr for What's Wild in New Hampshire.